No matter where you find yourself locked up at, there's going to be human suitcases. What I mean by that is people that, swoop, pack their ass when it comes time to hide contraband and things they know they're not allowed to have with them. Not everybody inside of prison is a suitcaser. There's actually, ones that are willing to do it, and then there's ones that are not willing to do it, and then there's individuals that will actually do it rather than getting caught with things they have on them that they know they're not allowed to carry around in the compound. For this video, I'm going to be telling y'all about an inmate that came into confinement that packed his ass with extra contraband because he didn't want to get more time in the box for getting caught with what he had.
Haha, Dom the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with a lock. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, y'all? You already know, man. KFROG back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. And also make sure you hit the notification bell on the way out. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to be telling y'all another story that took place while I was incarcerated, locked up down here in the state of Florida. I hope y'all enjoy it. Today I'm going to be talking about a suitcaser. Now, before I, break down the story, I want y'all to know that this individual that I'm talking about wasn't a common suitcaser. All right? Which means he didn't do it on a day-to-day basis. He never really did it at all. Nobody on the compound knew of them to do this type of thing. You feel me? And me personally, I'm going to get caught with it before I do something like that. I ain't going against the grain. You understand? If they run down on me and I got a cell phone or I got some dope or some cigarettes or something that I'm not supposed to have, I'm dead ass getting caught with it if I can't, hand it off to somebody or cuff it somewhere else or, hide it under the bunk or in a shoe or in a boot. Or if there's no way for me to actually get it off of me and hidden, I'm getting caught with it. It will never cross my mind to, whoop. You see what I'm saying? But some inmates, they find themselves in situations and they be so scared to actually catch more time than they're already going to get in confinement, or so scared to catch confinement time at all that they actually go against the grain and, whoo, you feel me? So for this video, I'm going to be talking about that. Now, the person that I'm talking about was going to confinement because they got caught with a knife, okay? They were walking across the compound. Officers decided to do a random pat-down search on the 2 people that looked suspicious. One of them had a knife on them. So, cuff up, you're going to confinement, possession of a weapon, 60 days. Now, while you're in confinement, first thing they do when they cuff you up is they put the handcuffs on you and then they walk you to medical because they're going to give you a pre-physical, all right, which means they're going to take your blood. They're probably going to fucking see how much you weigh, your blood pressure. They're going to see all this stuff before they put you in confinement. That's why it's called your pre-physical. You see what I'm saying? And then later on, a couple months down the line, you might have a medical call out and they're going to come to your cell and they're going to handcuff you and bring you out of confinement and bring you there to see if your weight's up to date, if you're losing too much weight, and depending on your height, if your weight's compatible, if they need to feed you more, if they need to give you a bigger diet tray, however it is. You feel me? So after you do the pre-physical confinement, they then bring you to the box. And when they bring you to the box, they strip you out. Now, while I was at Calhoun CI, the stripping out part is way harder than it was at any other camp I've been to. At Calhoun, they bring you to AC confinement, which is administrative confinement, and when they bring you there, it isn't like any other place I've been because their AC confinement is separate from DC confinement, which is disciplinary report confinement. You feel me? So AC is when you're pending DRs. DC is after you've been sentenced on the DR. But it was a totally different wing, like a totally different building. And AC was just a hallway with bars. Like the cells was just, it was bars. And dead ass in front of the bars was a wall, probably like 3 feet away. So all you seen was a wall. So the officers can walk down the thing and just seeing everybody's cell. If you got to take a shit, they're right there looking at you. like that. It's different. It's harder to get away with things in there than it is at other places, because everywhere else was actually cell doors. But when they bring you in, they put you in the shower. It's a shower cage. You know, of course, they got to bring you in there, and then they take your handcuffs off, and then they tell you to throw everything you got on you out, you know, squat, cough, do all this stuff. But they're looking at you from outside the bars of the shower, which is the same way they do it in AC confinement, you know what I'm saying, at Calhoun, but they're up on you. Like, there's no way for you to be able to wheel and deal or anything from when they first bring you in. They're like up on you, and they like grab your clothes and shit, the blues, the outfits that they're going to give you when you're coming in. They grab that. It ain't like they walk off to go grab it so you got a moment to hide something or do whatever you got to do. They're dead ass on beat, you know, and they're hoping to catch you with anything. You know what I'm saying? They might leave you in there butt ass naked for an hour and have your blues right here, and then they not give them to you. You see what I'm saying? So where I was at the time, like I said, they bring you in, they put you in the shower, then they go grab your blues and everything. And 9 times out of 10, believe it or not, when they bring you in there and they change you out in them showers, the lights are out in the shower. So it's dead ass dark. You know what I'm saying? You could dead ass have something on you, and you could literally like store it in the corner of the back of the shower, and then just be right there and yeah, do whatever they want you to do. And they can't really see shit, you know what I'm saying? But this inmate that came in wasn't known for suitcasing. He didn't suitcase stuff, but he was so scared to actually get more time in confinement with the confinement time that he already had, that he actually had some M's on him and some tobacco. M's is Molly, tobacco, cigarettes. And he actually, decided to suitcase it. You feel me? Now, I only know this because the individual told me, and nobody else knew that they did that. You see what I'm saying? To me, you know, you did what you needed to do to get away with it, I guess, you know, but I wouldn't have did it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest on my behalf. You know, me, that shit I don't fly like that. You know what I'm saying? And when you think of people that suitcase, you know, you got gang members that suitcase. You got people that are 100% head first in a gang, slanging on, stabbing people in the middle of wars. Like, people know they're a soldier, know they're a goon, and they suitcase. You know, like, that's the way they get away with things. There's some of them that ain't no shame in their game. You know, that's what they do. You see what I'm saying? But what made this story so interesting, not only because that person never suitcased before, he just decided to pack his ass for the first time and bring it into confinement, was, guess what? Whose cell did he get put in confinement? My cell. So when he came in my cell, it took him a couple days, you know, to like tell me, you feel me? Like, he kept that shit in his ass for a couple days, you know, like, and then eventually, you know, when he's like, oh, hey bro, I gotta, you know, take a shit. So then, you know, he makes a tent with the sheet so you can't see, or, you know, you don't want to look any fucking ways, but, or you lay and you cover up with your blanket while he takes a shit or whatever. Next thing you know, he told me he had some shit. Do I know anybody that might want to buy it? So I was like, what was it? And then that's when he showed me some M's and he showed me some tobacco. I done been in confinement for fucking probably like, I'd say almost 40 days. At this time I had a 60-day stretch. I was back there already like 40 days out of 60. I knew off rip I could get rid of majority of this shit. So who was it that was in there making the money, doing what we got to do, got shit coming in and out of the damn cell and stuff like that? Me. I did what I needed to do. You know, shit, I'm trying to eat too, you feel me? So I told them, I said, shit, everything go for double back here, you know what I'm saying? So if you got like a dollar hollow, which is a little piece of a cigarette, or if you got a $2 chub, you know, dollar hollow go for $2 chub price, $2 chubs go for $4. I said, man, there ain't nothing back here right now. I'm charging people $6. I said, I'm charging them $6, and I'll give you your 4, your double, and I'm keeping the 2. Which I can't beat that, because now I'm getting free money, and then everybody, you know, knows frogs, so they gonna buy it. And the thing is the hard part is, everybody wants you to front them. Everybody wants you to, oh man, let me get it till I get my canteen, till I this, till I that. You're in confinement. You never know what can happen. You never know if you're going to get transferred. You never know if they're going to get transferred. You never know if they're not going to get their canteen. You never know if they're going to buck you from behind the door. You see what I'm saying? Because canteens, like, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks you get the order. But it isn't nothing but like I believe it's 5 food items and 4 non-food items, or it's the other way around. You see what I'm saying? So you can't really take their word, and everybody wants something. You know what I'm saying? So majority of the money that people have to buy stuff when in confinement are the shit that they have that people sent them while they were back there from the compound. Like, people will literally put a canteen bag together and be like, hey man, go drop this to such and such. They'll give it to the confinement runaround, which is the orderly, because you know he lives in a dorm with regular inmates, and they'll say, hey, look, when you go there, get this to such and such. You know, shit like that. That's the only way you can expect someone to actually have as much money up front that you are charging for what you have that they want. You feel me? You can't expect somebody who's just strictly waiting on canteen to have $12. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're trying to do a $12 transaction, you got to know off rip, man. You can't trust that motherfucker. You feel me? And me being back there so long, I already knew who was what. And then you could also give stuff to the orderly to bring back on the compound and sell. But if he does it that way, then you got to look at it. They're not going to pay double. You feel me? Someone on the compound's not going to pay you double the price for what you have because they can get it on the compound. You see what I'm saying? Now, I remember when I was in the box and I was roasting my bunkie about this. I said, damn, dog, you certified, boy. You certified now, bro. You finally made it, bro. You're certified. And he used to be like, man, hell no, bro. Hell no. And he was a gang member, you know, which I know some other gang members that, you know, secretly packed their ass when they went to confinement before because they didn't want to get caught with things. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't for me, you know, but shit, whatever floats your boat. But when I used to roast him about the shit, he used to tell me like, oh, I'll never do that shit again, bro. Never. I belittled myself by doing it. I swear on everything, I'm never going to do that shit again. Da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, you know, shit, it is what it is. I mean, I don't care. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You came in my, you know, we met in here like this. It is what it is. You feel me? You got our room lit, basically, because now, boy, we got traffic. You know what I'm saying? And on top of the money that I'm already making in confinement, and on top of the money that I already received from people on the compound that fuck with me, that shoot me stuff, you know, I'm like, shit, this is free bands. And it's something to make my time go by. You know, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you see so many people that are literally scared to get more confinement time than they already get caught with the stuff. So I used to tell them, was it worth it? Or would you, you know, if you could rewind right now, would you go back and you'd be like, fuck it, if they find it, they find it? He's like, hell no. Because he got caught, it would have been real drugs he got caught with, and tobacco, you know what I'm saying? They would have gave him 60 more days for the tobacco. The real drugs, 60 days, or they could have gave him an outside charge, or they could have definitely transferred him. It depends on how they want to play it and how much you get caught with. You got some people that get caught with ounces of drugs in there, you know what I'm saying? And get transferred, don't get no time. But then you got some people that might get caught with a couple quarters worth, and then next thing you know, they get charged. So it's really all on how it goes, you know? You feel me? Now, I laugh because if you were to see this individual, you would off rip know for a fact that this person is not a certified suitcaser. You see what I'm saying? So when I used to roast him on that shit, it was like, he used to say, man, don't tell nobody, bro. Don't tell nobody, you know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to think I'm a suitcaser, this and that, blah, 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 blah. That's why I don't put their name out there. You feel me? Which I don't put people's names out there anyways. But when he watches the video, he gonna be like, bitch, you told my story on there, dog. He gonna be like, damn, dog, this and that. Because he was talking to me on the phone, and I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, I'll get you on the channel, you know what I'm saying? But boy, we gotta tell him, you know what I'm saying? We gotta let him know the real. And he's like, you already know, man, this and that. But I was like, nah, bro, you feel me? I gotta tell him how I met you. And he's like, hell no, any story but that one. So I figured I would just do the story myself, so that way, you know, people don't really know who it is. You feel me? But this is the crazy thing, though. That same individual ended up, when he got out of the box, he was known as a suitcaser now from his own gang. Like, he literally would like go into a dorm, get dope or money, PayPal numbers or digits or whatever it is, do transactions, and he was known to swoop and walk off. So it wasn't no secret no more. And it wasn't because his secret got out. It was just, he felt like, even though he said he'd never do it again, he felt like it was just less of a risk. He felt less worried walking across the compound when he'd have shit packed in him than he did if you're trying to secretly make it across the compound. You know, because people try everything. They try things in their socks. They try things in their cuff of their shorts. People get pockets made in prison. You know, there's so many different hiding spots and stuff that you could put on you, but they know of it all. They've been doing this shit forever. You know what I'm saying? It isn't like you're going to think of a new spot. You know, they might just miss that spot that time while searching you. You know, but they've seen it all. You get what I'm saying? There's only so much you can do. You see, if you got 10 fingers, you know, there's only so many different patterns you can do and make. You get what I'm saying? There's only so many different routes and shit you can do. Same thing with your body. When you have, you know, there's only so many areas you can put something together to hide something. You feel me? Now, what made me and him so cool was he was my bunkie, but you know, you don't get along with every single person you get in the cell with you know what I'm saying? But what made me and him so cool was how much he brought into confinement had my room swinging. I'm talking about like booming. I'm talking about I had stacks and stacks of canteen. And then it got to the point to where I didn't want food no more. You feel me? I didn't want food. Straight up, I want PayPals. I want outside money. So that way when I get back on the compound, even if I get transferred, because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I'm making all this money. I'm taking advantage of the shit right now. But what happens if I get transferred? If I get transferred, when you go through reception centers, you might start with 100 things. And then by the time you land from point A to point B after going through all the reception centers, you might have 50 things now. Because you go to places and they make you throw shit out, or they take things and confiscate, you know, alter shit. You see, so I'm like, damn, if I had this, you know, I got enough food to last me in here if I don't get transferred. But if I do get transferred, you know, I got a couple items I could bring with me. But I didn't want to keep doing it and keep stacking more and more food, you feel me? Because you get the wrong officer, or when they do shakedowns inside of confinement, you know, the guards see all that off rip, might know something. You can only hide so much inside your little room, especially when not everybody in the quad has canteen. Here you walk by all these cells and you look, you don't see shit. It looks dry, it looks empty. You might see a couple items here and there, but then you walk by my shit and you see a wall of soups. Next to that, a wall of honey buns, packs of oatmeal, cookies, you know, a bunch of shit to where you're like, yeah, something's, you know what I'm saying? Let's put him under investigation and see how he's getting all this food back here. And then even though I'm already back there, then I'm under investigation, so now I don't have no expiration date. You see what I'm saying? To get out of the box. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it works. You feel me? So in my mind, I'm like, man, I want straight cash. By the time I got out of the cell with this person, just from the little shit he brought in and me throwing a couple dollars on each cell because I was the one that was going to get rid of it, each cell I made, I got out of confinement. I had a PayPal account. When I got out of confinement and started over, and this was just, I only had 20 days left. You know, when he came in the box, like I said, I had a 60 piece. When I got out of confinement, I had damn near $700 on a PayPal. Just within 20 days of me getting 2 here, 3 here, 2 here, 3 here. You see what I'm saying? Literally 2 here, 3 here. You do the math of how much it could have been. Deduct his percentage, his cut. You see what I'm saying? He just laid low, boom, stacked his bread too, you know what I'm saying? But since I was back there and everybody already knew me, you feel me? I'm the one that, you feel me? And did what I needed to do. So it was free bands, of course, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to do shit but get on the door and holler at people. Like when the runaround come by, get on the door and talk to them through the crack of the door. Bah, 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 tell them what it is. Hey, bro, I need you to boom, 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 and slide that. Stick it under the door. The runaround will have the push broom. He'll be walking by and you stick it under the door and he just sweeps it into his shit. And then he'll keep walking and sweep it right under the other person's room. Hey, man, drop this in room 5. And you push it under the door. He'll sweep it with the broom for the cameras and swoop right under room 5. That's how it goes. Or they can fish. I learned how to fish real good while in confinement, where you get your string and shit, and I can literally, you could be under me, or you could be under me and over 5 cells, and I can knock on your door. I know how to get to your door by fishing. I will find a way. I will build a ramp, wrap it around the poles on the top tier, swoop it back around the other. Like I can literally swing it by pulling it like this. That bitch will be dangling and it'll start swinging, and I can let it go and it'll hit your door. Like I learned so much while being in confinement, just because I had shit I wanted to get rid of. Because if word gets around and they were to blitz our cell, we're going to get caught with it all. Now that since he's in the room with me, I'm going to get charged also with the DRs. They're not going to charge just him. They're going to charge me as well. You see what I'm saying? That's what's crazy about it. So, of course, I want to get rid of this shit as much as possible because I ain't trying to catch no more DR time on the house. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if they came in there, you know, you would think, oh, well, he's supposed to say it's his. I mean, shit, I done been in the room with him this long and been helping him get rid of that shit, so it's ours, basically. You know, how am I going to sit here and take a cut out of it and me sell it with you and everything like that? And then all of a sudden when they come in here, nah, bro, well, you better say it was yours. You know, nah, bro, I would expect, I'm in it now. I'm involved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm involved to get rid of this shit. Just like I'm involved to get the money, I'm involved to get rid of this shit now. It would have been different if like, me and him didn't do the business, or me and him didn't break shit down or nothing like that, and it was just, you know, and they run in there, I would just keep my mouth closed, you know, and then see what he does, you know, see what he says, you feel me? But I would not say, oh, it's his, or I wouldn't say, oh, it's not mine. I would have kept my mouth closed, because me saying it's not mine is saying it's his, because there's only 2 of us in the cell. You see what I'm saying? So I would just keep my mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need it to look like I'm pointing the finger when really I'm just saying it wasn't mine. You see what I'm saying? So you got to learn not to do these certain things. Because even though you're like, it wasn't mine, so I said it wasn't mine. Well, who the fuck else is it if there's only one other person in the cell with you? You see what I'm saying? And then when I got out of the confinement and got put on the compound with that 700 something bucks, got me a cell phone, powered right back up. Everything was fine and dandy, and I did what I needed to do. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at the story, you're like, damn, dude literally packed his ass though. You feel me? To me, it was a good thing he did, you know, him doing it, you know, because like I said, I made free money. You see what I'm saying? And it was to the point to where he wasn't one of them people that were like, you got some people that pack their ass, I don't know, because they like the way it feels, or they like to touch down there, or whatever it may be, or you got people that are scared, you know, but he was one of them people that did it because of the risk. He did that because he didn't want to get more time in confinement. And then every time he did that shit afterwards or whatnot, he just felt like he was more comfortable and had less to worry about if the cops, they go to searching him, the guards, and shit, he ain't got nothing to worry about because it's in him unless they put him in a dry cell. Now, this same individual, I will say this. He isn't your normal suitcaser, all right? What I mean by that is you can look at people normally and tell he'll suitcase. Or you can look at them and tell, oh, he's probably suitcased. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might walk with a twitch. You know, like a little twist and twitch to him and shit. You might be like, oh, yeah, dude, just about the way he's walking towards you, you'd be like, yeah, dude right there, he done hid some shit somewhere before. Feel me? But this individual, big tatted up, gang member. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he ain't the only gang member I know that did that. There's some gang members that they own brothers still to this day don't know that them boys suitcased shit to get in confinement before. You feel me? But I don't, you know, put things out there like that. But that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? People do shit to take a risk. You know what I'm saying? They rather do that than to get caught with it. And I've told stories before how one time an inmate swallowed a bunch of sacks of K2, which is Tunchi, and he got paralyzed from the waist down. From up here, I mean the neck down, he got paralyzed because he was scared to get caught with the sacks. You see? Like, people be so scared to go to confinement when confinement ain't even that bad, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, if you got 10 years, it don't matter if you're doing it on the compound or in confinement. The fucking 10 years is still 10 years, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And for anyone that it would cross their mind to suitcase, you know, it ain't like, oh, you just now, you know, just out of nowhere just did it. No, you've thought about it before. That's my opinion. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And there's probably a percentage of people that are watching this video right now who won't admit it, but they probably suitcased when they was in prison. You know what I'm saying? They probably did. They probably boofed some shit. They won't admit it. I don't expect you to admit it. You know what I'm saying? And people do things out of the ordinary inside of prison. You get what I'm saying? Like, I never would have thought, bruh, fucking, you know, did that. When he came into my cell and shit, and we was in that bitch for the first couple of days, I didn't think he had shit in his ass. It wasn't even on my mind. I didn't think nothing of that. You know, because normally when people got a rank and they're in a gang, You know, they can go to confinement, and then in a couple days, their brothers on the pound are going to shoot it back there. Make sure they straight. Make it to where they ain't got a suitcase. They ain't got a boofer. They ain't got a nothing. But what it was is, I guess, he just ain't want to get caught with it. You know what I'm saying? So I look at him, and I still roast him, you know, time to time and shit like that. You feel me? He's still in prison right now. But I still roast him when I talk to him about that shit. I'll be like, oh, man, Mr. Certified calling me again. You feel me? When I call him certified, he knows I'm talking about certified suitcaser. You feel me? And I be joking with him and shit. But I know he did what he needed to do. You feel what I'm saying? Was he wrong? It's his body. You know what I'm saying? To me, he was wrong because I don't rock like that. But it's his body. You know, it is what it is. You do whatever the fuck you feel comfortable doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful that he did that. Like I said, because I got to power up. I got to eat 3 times better inside of confinement. Here, people are getting these nasty ass trays from the chow hall. I'm back there eating fucking 6 soups, pickles, tunas, mackerels, cookies, honey buns. You know, like I'm eating real deal fucking shit that tastes foreign, because you don't get stuff like that when you're in the box. Even when you get your canteen, when you get to order canteen, you get to order regular Lay's chips, Doritos, cheese squeeze, peanut butter squeeze, honey buns. Those are like the main things you get to order. You don't get soups, you don't get tunas, mackerels, pickles. Everything that I just named to you that I basically was eating came from the compound. And I got majority of it from selling what he packed his ass with. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You feel me? But at the end of the day, people do what they got to do to make it by. You know what I'm saying? And whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you sleep at night, whatever you think was the right choice is your choice. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all, I want y'all to drop in the comment section and let me know, you know, what you think about it. What you think about them suitcasers. Okay? You can talk as bad as you want. You can talk as good as you want. You feel me? Do you feel like if you was in a cell and someone was coming in confinement and they had shit in their ass, would you want to know about it? Would you want to, you know, be part of it and make free bands? Because you ain't got nothing but time in confinement any fucking ways. You know what I'm saying? Would you want them to put someone who had stuff worth money in his ass in your room? That's the main question. That's what I want y'all to answer. Or would you be like, nah, hell no, I don't want no one like that in my cell. You feel me? I want to know. I'm curious. Because even though the way he got it in, same shit. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm making free bands. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But all right, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know this video ain't as long as some of them, but, you know, I can't really. The story is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to add more when there isn't more. You feel me? I'd rather just end it now. Keep that real spill official. You feel me? Authentic. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. Y'all make sure you hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share the channel. Let everybody know Kfrogtv. You feel me? Come check us out on KFROG Gaming. And like I always say, keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, clout chasers, people that be in interrogation rooms selling the whole motherfucking McDonald's, people that lie on YouTube for fucking clout, for views, for people who swear they know you because they were locked up with you for fucking like 5 months, but swear they know you, and that was over 5 years ago. Man, keep them fuckers out your circle, because at the end of the day, they ain't shit. They ain't never gonna be shit. You feel me? If you don't know that motherfucker personally, you knew them. If you don't know them personally, keep them out your circle. Straight up. Don't be hanging out or claiming or repping or rocking with people that don't really know you. You feel me? They knew you. They once knew you. You understand? They don't know you. If they don't know you, fuck them people. Keep them out your circle, man. Until next time, this the one and only. I am my team. Frog.